Hello to everyone. How are you doing this evening? This is Joanna, and I have gone out today looking for a few things after watching some videos on Instagram and, of course, YouTube. I went back out after the previous video that I made when I shared my Nectar Bath treats and Bath and Body Works haul. So I went out today. This is still Monday. And I picked up a few things I was looking for. Now, I was watching Girly Girl on Instagram and Miss Ashley, who also watches her, and another one of these self-care Instagram channels, and saw some new lotions. One of those lotions I actually saw out, the Jergens Cream Cloud. I seen it out days before, and I thought I had snapped a picture of it, but I didn't. And when I went back today, it was gone. Also, if y'all will remember, all of those brown sugar Dove body scrubs that I saw, that I posted on Instagram, today, guys, they had one. So people here are definitely looking out for that particular one. They had more of the mango and more of the pomegranate, as that one wasn't bought so much, and the calendula one wasn't bought so much, but the plain one was down to 3, and the brown sugar one was down to 1. I did pick up the last one, then I put it back because I don't need it just yet. I can do without it, but I did find a few of the things I was looking for, so I'm going to share that with you. The first thing that I got is my Nespresso order came when I walked out the door. I stepped right over the box, and this was a small order. All that I got was another sleeve of the Albazio coffee, which I tend to like, apparently, because every time that I would make a cup of coffee this week, I was making that. And I think I'm down to the last 4 capsules in the first box, and you get 10. Also, I was watching Maison Molly and learned that there was a pumpkin spice cake. Now, she lives where there is an espresso store. So a lot of the people get the things in the Nespresso stores before they become available online. Some of these coffees I will try. Like, I wasn't crazy about the coconut. Some people liked it. I wasn't. I don't know if I'll like this one or not. The one that I don't pronounce right, the Licampolata or whatever it was, I wasn't crazy about it. I still have some. I just buy 2 of the new releases in case I do like them, and I haven't really liked them a lot. Now, I don't hate them and I doctor them up, but just in case, again, I went ahead and got 2 pumpkin spice cakes. We're going to try this out. In fact, I'm going to do a separate video on this because I'm going to come back later this evening and I am going to make a cup of this just to do a taste test. I have a few things I'll add in there, so that will be coming up later. I'm going to move along and share with you what I did pick up today. So from Target, one of the first things that I found, I did not expect to find today, I found through Mrs. Ashley on here on YouTube. And that was these Olay products. This is the hand mask. Now, we had a few, but I didn't realize until I turned the corner that these were $2.99 a piece, so I picked up a second one. You guys know that I am a fan of hand masks. I started with the Sephora one. I have put them in giveaways. I have given them to friends. You've heard me say I have put them in cards because they're sleek enough to put into a card. And also, I've tried some that I found at TJ Maxx that sold out of them that recently got some back. And as you can see, again, they were not very expensive. They were $2.29 for the hand mask, and the soap and the hand serum was $4.99 a piece. So I wasn't expecting to find them that cheap. Here is the hand serum. She actually had this in the video that I saw, and she tried it on. Now, the difference with these hand masks is you wash your hands beforehand and then you use it because they probably want you to use their soap. I got this one, which was Orange Blossom, but I got it because I thought that I got the hyaluronic one and I didn't. The Jasmine is the hyaluronic one. This one is the vitamin C. I don't know how I did that. I'll probably keep this one and then Thursday go out and get the other one because I would like to have them both. But I definitely want the hyaluronic one, and that's the one that they had more of. So I don't know if that's an indicator that people were buying more of this one over that one, or if the store just stocked more of the hyaluronic one over that one. So I will go back and do that, but right now I have the vitamin C one, and I have these 2 hand masks. And I have the hand serum, and it just comes in one. Now, I figured that surely enough, when I saw that Dove was making, hand washes and hand sanitizers and things like that, that Olay would follow, being that the two are competitors, because I do know that this is a Procter & Gamble product, and Dove, I believe, is a Unilever product. I'm not sure. I don't know if Procter & Gamble or Unilever are under the same umbrella or not. It has always been my thoughts over the years they have been competitors. You never know. But I am very happy to have this little set right here. Now, I did finally take those capsules to the UPS box downtown, and while I was downtown, this time I retried the, what was it, apple caramel macchiato. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. The apple strudel drink, the new ice one that they make. And this one was better than the first one because they had the apple drizzle. But I will say this, guys, and you would have to be me to probably even understand what I'm going to say. I can't believe it, and I've said it out loud. But when I got this drink, it was bitter. The first one was bitter too. And I feel the exact same way about it that I felt about the first one. If y'all are familiar with the Little King's Ale beer, this almost has that kind of flavor to me, and I don't know why. And this is like when they first made it for me, you know, before I shook it up and I took that first sip. I swear it's like someone said to me, we have a new beer that's creamy instead of carbonated. Give it a taste. I don't know why I get a beer type flavor from these drinks. Now, because they had the apple strudel, this time they had everything to make the drink right. Once I shook it up, you know, and got the first few bitter sips off of there, it was pretty good and I like it, but I will not get it again. Like, I like the starfruit drink, you know what I mean? I like a caramel macchiato itself, the hot one. I'm glad though that they are making these ice, because these drinks come out when it's still hot in September and October. But it wasn't bad. If it was all that was available, I would get it again, but I wouldn't necessarily go for it like, oh my God, I want to try that again. I will leave that alone. But it is just so funny how I get this beer flavor from this coffee, and I don't understand what it is. And like I said, I know that sounds like the strangest thing, because again, I said it out loud and even I still don't get it. But while I was there, they had this cup. They didn't have any, like, say, on display. This one and a white one were the ones that they had strapped at the counter. So I asked if I could buy it, and they said yes. I think it was only $2. I'm not sure. But y'all know me. I went ahead and got me some of their little sugars. I do like the raw sugar. I'm not sure if I like the stevia, so I thought I'd just get some. So I went ahead and bought this. Now, this was not one of the cups on my radar, because y'all know all that I've been basically getting is the tall venti cups and the cold cups. But I did not have a hot cup, and I had not necessarily been looking for one. But this wouldn't be a bad one because it's going to be cold soon. And I do like to make my hot coffee and take it out. And sometimes I have those to-go cups that you've seen me haul. So I figured this isn't bad. And I went ahead and got this, and it was the only one there. So I was happy with that. So after I did all of that, I went to Walgreens. And again, I had heard Ashley talk about this particular oil. Now, y'all know that I have talked about Palmer's oil before. I mean, I've talked about it for years. Before my YouTube days, there was calendula oil I used to get at Target. There was Palmer's oil. There was that Kimmy oil. I used to love the Kimmy oil. It was a hair oil, skin and nail oil. A lot of people used it for their hair and their braids. It came out in the late 80s, I would say, maybe early 90s. And I used to get that oil, but I would mix it in my lotion. And a lot of my friends thought that I meant pour it in there. And no, you put the lotion in your hand, like what you're going to apply to your arms, you know what I mean? And then you put a couple of drops in there. I have always used oils that way in the wintertime, because my skin would get extremely dry and itchy in the winter time. And I had found that that was a trick that helped. And the reason I did not pour the oil off into the lotion is, one, you can't measure it correctly, and two, if that oil goes rancid, it ruins the lotion. And let's say I had a favorite lotion that I used all year round, I wouldn't want this oil in there, or whatever oil I was using. But I was happy to find this when she mentioned it, because I do like Soap and Glory products. I especially like the Smoothie Star set, and I have yet to try the Coco Magnifico set, and then I have a few washes around here I need to try. This was at Walgreens. It was $13 and they had 3 of them. There was no special sale, no buy one get one half off or anything like that. So I went ahead and got this to try. Another thing I do, especially with the Palmer's oil and the Neutrogena oil, is after you rinse off in your shower, you rub it all over you. So I'll try this in the various ways that I use my oil. This is all that I got from Walgreens. So then I ambled into Ulta and bought an eyeshadow palette that I don't need because I've never got eyeshadow on. But I did want to try their brow pencils. Now, I paid $8 for these 2 products because I had points. I had enough points to, I guess, pay for everything. But this was $10, the palette was, and the brow pencil was $12. So they weren't necessarily overly expensive anyway, but I wanted to try the Juvia's Place brow pencil. The ebony appeared to be black. Y'all know that ever since my Prescriptives one got discontinued, I have been searching for a color like the soft black that Prescriptives had. The soft black wasn't even black. It was like the color of my hair, which is a 1B shade. But I wanted to go ahead and try this. And I'm going to open up this eyeshadow palette so you can see it. I had the lady open it up at the counter just to be sure, you know, nothing was wrong on the inside. So here's the brow pencil. And I'm going to try to put it on my hand because I don't like brow pencils that are too brown. I like things that are the color of my hair. And I can mix them. But we'll see how that works. I'll try it out tomorrow. And plus, I always have to be careful with these kinds of brow pencils because I feel like they break easily. Try to hold that so you can see it. And then, let me put this down. Make sure it's down. Okay, sorry about that. So, here is the eyeshadow palette. And I like greens like this. I was going by a photo, but I do like greens like this. But here's the thing. Here's why, guys, I say I don't need any eyeshadow palettes. If you've watched me for a while, you have watched me haul a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and you have yet to see me wear the majority of them. Now, I have this Morphe palette. Let me see. What palette is this? This would have been the 35M. I don't even know when I purchased this, but look. See those greens right there? Look at that. Those greens right there. I could use any number of those greens with or without these, right? I ain't even touched this. I'm going to try to touch it. I'm going to start messing with this one. I have other ones, but this is the only one that I had out when I moved. And I took the tip of someone else and I glued the shades in here. So I will try to utilize both of these and stop wasting everything. But I'm going to share with you what else I got. So the last of what I got were cashews that never made it home. I don't know why I buy this particular brand of cashews. I guess because it's at the checkout. I don't like these. And then this was $5.84 and this was $4.97. And this is the Nivea Aloe Lotion that I was saying that I was looking at that I wanted to go ahead and get. Now, I don't know what this smells like. And I'm reading this. It says squeeze me and roll me up. So I guess I get all my lotion out anyway because I cut my containers. But I wanted to go ahead and try this. And as you can see, I don't necessarily know what it smells like. I was afraid to smell it in the store. It's just a fresh aloe scent. This is something that I could wear to work. I wouldn't necessarily wear a fragrance with it unless I had, like, say, an aloe type mist that went with this. But it's a nice, fresh, just had a bath fragrance. And then something I wasn't expecting to find that I got for curiosity's sake is this Elderberry Dr Teals lotion. Y'all know this is my 3rd Dr Teals lotion. I haven't even used this, but elderberry is in here, but I just figured I'd give it a try and see what it was about. Again, it was a nice, it kind of almost has a wine type scent. Not, you know, winey, but just wine-ish. Almost the way that the Midnight Pomegranate smelled, but not just like that, guys. It has more of a plant-based type. I mean, elderberry, what is elderberry anyway? A flower or a root? I have no clue. But it smells kind of like the name, so don't listen to me. I think I'm not making any sense at this point. But it's a nice everyday after your bath lotion. And then the last thing I got that I wanted to try, was this. They only had one. I wanted to try this little wax warmer here from Febreze because y'all know I still have a Febreze scent player. I find the discs for it sporadically, and I have some discs here, and they all still work when I put them in. Some of them are unopened. Again, I was speaking of the wax warmers, like when my daughter had a little wax warmer, and then I purchased the ones from Bath and Body Works before they came out with the slender one with the decorated sleeves. I thought that all the wax warmers were gone. They were going to be few and far between to find. And Walmart had a ton of wax warmers. Now, they only had one of these, but they had one that was a little plug, and it looked like it was just the right size for like 1 or 2 cubes. They had the bigger ones that you plug in with the bulb. So I am going to go back, and I might get a couple of those because I'm afraid that one day wax warmers will be almost obsolete, because I still have the Bath and Body Works oils, and I still have 2 things that I can burn those oils in. I can just never find the oils and the burners at the same time together. But I plan on trying a couple of these. Y'all know that I hauled these in here. And just seeing. Now, I don't know because I didn't read enough to see. I'm going to guess this is electric. I don't even know. I didn't read any of that. It says risk of electrocution, so that would mean that it probably has a plug, of course. Don't listen to me again. I'm tired. But that is it, guys. That's all that I got. I wanted to get 2 of these because I found out they were at Walmart by looking online and placing 2 in my basket. I might even get 2 more in addition to this one. But they only had 1, so I don't know enough to know if they had more, or I know certain things the store will put out 1, you know, each day or something like that. I don't know. But that was it. That's all that I got. And until the next time, everyone have a great night.